Hi there guys, Bowlington here, and today I'd like to welcome you to another vlog. What I'm going to be talking about today is a couple of topics and going over a couple of pieces of gear that I picked up yesterday, which I'm kind of happy with. Basically just laying out the plans for the summer, because the summer is about to start, about 2 weeks or so, and then it'll be officially summer. Over the summer, I will be taking all of my classes online. I don't have to actually go into my college to go to class over the summer, which is it's going to play into my summer schedule a little bit. So basically, over the summer, I am putting myself on a schedule. So over the last few months, since I've been out of work, I've been lacking quite a bit of structure in my life, and structure and willpower go kind of hand in hand for me. So if I have to have structure to make my willpower perform the way I need it to. So I'm going to be adding some structure to my life over the summer break. I am going to be getting up 5 days a week, 8:30, 9 o'clock sharp. I'm going to set myself up so that I'll work. After I wake up, I work for about 2 hours on my classes, on my schoolwork every day. And then I work 2 hours on preparing for a YouTube video. And then I will be spending a couple hours after that actually recording the video that I prepared for. So over the summer, I'm hopefully going to be able to record more than one thing a day. So that will be hopefully 2 videos, not posting 2 videos a day. I'll be able to record 2 videos a day, so that I'll be able to kind of skim over those days where I have to skip posting for whatever reason, which they do happen. And I do try to post every day as best I can, but sometimes I either can't, or I'm just in one of those moods, or I'm tired or whatever, and I just don't want to sit down and make a bad video and upload that. I just assume wait a day and do that and post it then. But if I can get in the rhythm of actually posting or actually creating more than one video a day, then I'll have extra videos to kind of skip over those days. So over the summer, I'll be going to a schedule for myself personally. I also am going to bring a new series on Fridays. That at least one series, it will be on Fridays. I have figured out the Adobe Premiere settings to make that work, so I can actually do that now. I've actually created the first episode, which is kind of a teaser laying out what this series is actually going to be about, and I've already created that and uploaded it, but it won't go live until I'll probably wait until about next Friday to release it, because that'll be right before summer starts, and then it'll put in everyone's minds that the series will be coming when summer actually gets here. So that'll be very good. That's something that I've been working on, is that series now. I might be having some new programming come to my channel over the summer. I'm not exactly sure, but the only thing that I ask from you guys is that you help me support it. You guys have always been really, really good about supporting, especially Forbidden Ant Farm. That gets a lot of support, and it really, really shows. But I just ask that you guys help me where you can with any new stuff that I come out with, and try and keep up with the constructive criticism, which I've come to get used to hearing from you guys, because a lot of you guys have really good answers, and that's at least a little bit more than what I see in other videos, is people in the comments with absolutely nothing to say. You guys always tend to have useful things to say and useful creative suggestions for me to make stuff better, which is really good. So now that I've got that kind of stuff out of the way, talking about the summer and schedule and all that kind of stuff, I want to talk about some gear. Actually, I've got 3 pieces of gear that I want to talk about. First one is I actually had a set of these up until a few weeks ago, when the set that I had made a unexpected trip through the washer and the dryer. So when I went to go open the dryer and I looked down the bottom of it and they were laying there, I put them in salt. Or no, I didn't put them in salt. That would be stupid. I put them in rice to dry them out, and they seem to be working. And what that is earbuds. I had a pair of Bose. They're the black and white Bose earbuds. They were the model from about 4 years ago, because I had a pair that I used for 2 years, and then they accidentally got run over by a rolling chair, and one of the earbuds got lopped off. So those died. Then my sister had a pair that she bought at the same time, that she never used. She had a different pair of headphones that fit her better or something. So I basically commandeered her pair, and it lasted for 2 years up until a couple of weeks ago, when, like I said, it went through the wash and it survived. But after it survived its mishap with the washer, it kind of, it took like a couple of weeks, but they slowly started to die. They slowly started to get really bad, and there was noise in both headphones. It was having trouble sending stereo. It was only doing mono. It was all sorts of problems. I have rectified that. I have a new set of Bose headphones right here, and they're the same model that I bought originally, but they've been updated in their design and some of the stuff that's in them. Namely, these funky doodads that are on the top that are like kind of a gelatin material. Those are actually really comfortable considering how stupid they look. Because they look, if somebody says, "Let me see your headphones," and they hand you these, you look at them and you're just like, how does that work? What am I supposed to do with this? But surprisingly, they fit very well. They're very, very, very comfortable, and I actually forgot when I was wearing them yesterday. I forgot that I was wearing them. So they're very light. They sound incredible, obviously, because they're Bose. But I'm really glad that I have a replacement set of earbuds, because I have been, in the time that I haven't had my earbuds, I've been doing all of my all of my editing, all of my sound using this Logitech G930 headset. Problem with these is they embellish sound, and they don't provide a very clear monitor for what you're dealing with, and they have almost no bass, which is kind of annoying. These things sound incredible, sound like you're right there in front of whatever you're listening to. They have bass. I can monitor my sound, and it allows me to have better sound levels and more consistent sound levels across my videos when I can actually monitor them and have a real way to monitor the sound, because the headset doesn't really do that very well. So this is the first thing I wanted to talk about. Second thing I wanted to talk about is sitting here on my desk, and it is this bad boy. This is a Wacom tablet. It's a bamboo. It's the one that's about $80. It's got a pen that comes with it that doesn't use batteries, which is very, very awesome. I don't know how they did that. It's got buttons on it that you can use. One of them's a right click. The other one is assignable to whatever. And it tracks your mouse just like you would be if you were using a pen. And you can change it into touch mode, so you can if you don't want to use the pen, you just want to use your finger, you can switch it to that and have the touch mode. It's got four buttons down here that I can change to do whatever I want to do. But this thing I really like it, but it's taking a while to figure out what the exact settings I need to use are. And I've only had it for 2 days, so I haven't done a huge amount of experimenting with it, but I have spent a good chunk of time trying to get the settings correct to make this work the way I want it to, and to basically teach myself how to use it naturally in something like Photoshop. I can use it, but I don't have the precision yet that I would have from using my mouse, because I'm pretty precise with my mouse in something like Photoshop. And this tablet is it's throwing me a curveball, so I basically have to learn how to hit a curveball. But I like it, and it was, I didn't expect it. It kind of got dropped on my lap, so I was like, okay, I'll take a graphics tablet. That's pretty awesome. So the last thing I wanted to talk about, and I wanted to keep this brief, so I will go ahead and make this last little thing brief. The last thing, and you might have noticed this from the beginning of the video, is the video quality itself has gotten much, much better. The reason is I'm not using my onboard laptop webcam, which is what I used to make the first time I actually showed my face. That's what I was using, and it doesn't pick up light in a dark environment. See, if I was shooting the same video with the same lighting with my webcam, you would not be able to see. You'd only be able to see half of me, and that's the half where the light is pointing to me. The shadow on my right side of my face would be completely dark, and you wouldn't be able to see it, and everything else around it would be pixelized. This new camera is really awesome. It's actually, my mom bought it for her business, and it's a Sony. It's not a DSLR. It's in the same form factor as a DSLR. It's got a 50 times optical zoom, which is really, really nice. So you can take really, really optical zoom over digital zoom. Is just, if you know the difference, they're incredible. Optical zoom is way better. You can zoom really far in, and then if you want to go even farther, then you can digital zoom. So with optical zoom, you don't lose any resolution when you zoom in, which is very, very nice. With digital zoom, it's using software to zoom it in, and it basically blows the pixels up and makes them really big, and it makes it look, it's not good. Odds are that your cell phone has software zoom, and your camera, most likely, if it's a good one, it has optical zoom. So if you're familiar with the two differences, you'll know what I'm talking about. But that's what I'm using right now. I don't actually have a real tripod for it. I'm kind of just have it gently pressed up onto the keyboard of my laptop on its stand in front of me, and I have it propped up a little bit. But I am planning on getting a proper tripod for it, or getting an arm of some kind of like what I have for my microphone, but it'll come, I don't know, it'll probably attach to my desk somewhere behind my computer and then pop up behind the monitor so that it can face straight at me. But I haven't really figured that out yet. This is the camera that I'm going to be using for any other stuff that I have, vlogs or face cams or any of that kind of stuff. So I want to find a setup that I can do those with, especially face cams, because there are a couple of videos recently that I feel would have benefited from a face cam, because there's just something unexpected happens. A lot of you want to see my face when I do that gasp that you guys point out, and I know what it is. I know what you're talking about, but it's just I never, until you guys said something about it, I didn't ever pay any attention to it. So I'm going to be experimenting with that a little bit, so expect to be seeing a little bit more of my face in the near future now that I have a decent camera to actually take a video of and not have really grainy, horrible resolution and all that kind of stuff. But that's pretty much what I wanted to talk about. All my summer scheduling, all my plans, new series coming on Friday during the summer, my new tablet that I'm messing around with, my headphones, and the camera. So that's pretty much what I wanted to talk about. So I would like to thank you guys for watching. For this vlog, this is Bowlington, signing off.